Hello everyone. So this is the topic for today, how to stay consistent. So this is one question that I get like every day. I will be getting this question from 5 to 6 people, how to stay consistent. I am getting that zeal to study for the initial 2 to 3 days. Then after that, I just lose it and I can't sit anymore, right? This is a thing that is very common and is very commonly seen in most of the aspirants who study for the exam, right? Even I had this problem. So I had used the following steps to be consistent. So I will be talking about that in this video. So in this page you can see an image, and this is the right thing that I thought I will share with you first before starting the video. In this you can see one person is standing there and his goal is on the right side, right? So to reach that side, if we start to become very intense and shows too much zeal, but if he's not able to get that zeal for the continuous day, these are all for long-term goals only we are talking. Our exam is also a long-term goal. So if we have that intensity in the start, we have to maintain that intensity till the end to reach the goal, right? Otherwise we will fall down in between the way, right? So these are the steps that I thought I should share with you guys, right? So the first step is to put yourself into a choiceless state. That means we don't have any other choice in our life. That should be our mentality when we are studying for the exam, right? There is no other choice. So in this image you can see either we can study, we can spend time with friends, we can go for picnic, we can spend time with our relatives, we can use our mobile phone. I'm not saying that we should restrict everything to 0%. Everything should be there in our life, but yeah, we should give more priority towards study. You can see in this image is very well depicting that study is not going to be a straight highway to the success, right? There will be ups and downs and twists and turns, everything will be there, but in the end you can see that it is reaching the goal, right? But other things, everything you might seem like a smooth road, but in the end, when you think you are going to approach towards your goal, there will be a stop sign in the road, right? That means you can't access the goal. So that is the thing we should keep in our mind. Always prioritize your study to be the most important thing. Everything else should be there, but never sacrifice study for these things. The next thing is to plan the day. Planning the day is very, very important, right? Because only then we will be able to focus our mind to that particular short-term goal, right? We will be having long-term targets, like we will be finishing, for example, we will be trying to finish pharmacology in 5 days. Then the next 3 days you will give for, suppose, ENT. But the thing is, when you start doing ENT or pharmacology from day 1, if you don't have a daily target, by the time you reach day 4 of day 5, that is almost 4 days are over and you have just one more day left for the particular subject, say pharmacology, you might have not finished even 50% of the topic because you are procrastinating, or you're thinking that you have time till the next day. But if you don't have a daily schedule, that is going to affect our targets very badly. Okay, so that is what I'm telling. You should have a timetable. I will show my timetable in the end, and that timetable I have made in such a way that I have written as session 1, session 2, session 3, session 4 and so on. So into that session you have to fill in the topics and subjects for that particular day on the previous day night. I had told this in my previous video. I had told about this. We have to plan the day on the night before the day, right? Before you sleep, you plan the next day and you write down, okay, these are the subjects. For example, if you are doing ENT, I will finish here by today. I mean the next day I will finish here. Then the second day I will finish nose and throat. Like that, you have to write down the topics in each session which you are going to finish. Only then you will, your brain will be ready. Okay, I have to finish this topic in like 2 hours. Then I should focus, right? I should not be procrastinating, right? The next thing that I used to do when I feel very bored, like reading notes is, I know as everybody feels, reading notes through and through, you might feel bored. Same thing happens with me also. So what I do is that That moment you feel that you are losing track, you are going out of the track from reading the notes, immediately take your platform, whatever platform you are using for solving MCQs, make a custom module which is time bound and start doing the custom module. What will happen is that when you are doing the custom module, you are setting, like for example 40 seconds or 1 minute for a particular question, and your brain has to focus that 1 minute and critically analyze that question to derive at an answer. You can't sit idle, and you can't waste time there, right? You have the question in front of you, your brain has to work out to find out the answer to that question. So this is also a way of studying only. You are learning how to solve an MCQ, how to roll out option, and also after doing the question you are reading the review immediately after the question itself. So you are getting to know about the topic also. So this is very nice way which I used to do. In this way I used to solve around, if at all I am very bored in a particular day, I used to solve around 500-600 questions to around 1000 questions also I have solved in a single day, because of all this postponement drama which was going on last year. In the last academic year we had a lot of postponement, like 3 or 4 times the exam got postponed. So my mind was not ready to accept that, so I used to do MCQs. This is the same thing that works when the exam is nearby. When the exam is nearby, we have not time to read through the notes, right? So what you have to do, you have to start doing MCQs and do the MCQ in such a manner that the question comes, you click on the option, immediately the result comes and the explanation comes to that particular question, then go to the next question. This is a way of learning only. You are learning the topic retrospectively by doing the question. Don't wait till the end of the 40 question or 50 question. That by that time you might get bored when you are doing MCQ for the studying purpose I am talking. So do one question, review it immediately, move on to the next question, review it immediately, and continuously do that. You will not get bored. Trust me on this thing, you will not get bored while doing MCQs, because MCQ solving is itself, it is thrilling. For most of us it is thrilling only, I think, because one question comes, we are curious to know what is going to happen next, right, while reading through the question. So obviously our mind will not lose track, we will be on the track while doing the MCQs, and we can save the time which might have lost by doing something else and procrastinating while reading through the notes, right? So I have told all these things, but even then our mind might get off the track, right? We are all humans only, obviously, so we will not be able to be like robots every day. Some days will be bad day for us in terms of studying, right? So leave it. It happens to humans all the time. There might be some days which are bad, right? So how to use that day effectively is the question. Even if we are only able to study for like 3 or 4 hours or 2 hours, whatever it may be, do that. Doing something is always better than doing nothing, right? Doing something is always better. So even if it is a very little step, keep that step. We need that step to go up. So in this page you can see that climbing through small steps is much easier than trying to climb bigger steps, right? So even if it is a small step a day, take that step. Even if it is a small step, take that step and slowly build your pace, right? Another thing that I used to do when I am like having that low mood for studying is that I have these motivational quotes which I have posted everywhere in my room. You can see that in my room, like I have like around 10 to 15 motivational quotes posters I have like placed on everywhere, on my wall and on my door, everywhere. So when I feel low, I just take my head out of the iPad screen and I just look around everywhere in my room. So when I look around in my room, I see these posters and I just see that, okay, there is no substitute for hard work. That is true only. There is no substitute for hard work, right? Think that. So each and every posters should be much eye-catching posters, right? So that will bring a little bit of motivation to you. Another thing that I used to hear is that song from the movie Angrezi Medium, right? That is a very motivational song. Everybody might be knowing that. I used to play that like once in every week. I will be hearing that song because I might be low on that day, right? That also helps to improve your focus and come out of that lazy mind, right? Finally, one important thing that is very important is don't forget to assess yourself at the end of the day. Whatever you do at the end of the day, you should you should rewind yourself and think, what all did I do? What all mistakes did I do? So you will get, okay, I did not do this. I was doing something else. That is why I couldn't do this. So you will be analyzing yourself and finding out the answers, right? So why we are finding out these answers is that we should not repeat these things the next day. At least we should try not to repeat these things the next day. So that way we are slowly improving from our mistakes. We are learning from our mistakes. You should not be hard on yourself, think, oh, I did that, I should not have done that, that was bad, and then go depressed on that particular thing. That should not happen. We are analyzing ourselves so that we can improve for the next day, right? So this is the last thing that I wanted to tell you, and this is my timetable of a day. So this is the pro forma into which I will be adding the targets. Like for tomorrow, suppose I am going to do pharmac. So today night I'll take this schedule, and into session 1 I will add like general pharma, this many pages I will be doing. Session 2 I will be doing ANS. Session 3 I will be doing something else, like that. So that is a way how you also have to fill in the pro forma of the schedule, right? So in this schedule which I made, I used to get around 14 hours a day. This is a regular schedule, okay? When the exam was near, I used to reduce all the breaks. Like I used to take 1 hour lunch break, then I decreased that. A 1 hour dinner break, I decreased that. I used to wake up at around 7:15 a.m. every day, which during the exam time, like 1 month prior to exam, I used to wake up at around 6:15 or 6:30, like that. So that way we are increasing the time of studying. So that would increase from 14 hours a day to 16 hours, sometimes 17 hours, and like that. But one thing you all have to know is that increasing the time for studying is not that matters. The quality of time, how you spend the time, is important than just sitting in front of the book, right? I am that kind of a person who takes a lot of time to understand something and to comprehend something. That is why I am studying all these long hours. If you are such a person who is able to comprehend everything by reading once, I don't think you will need to study like 16 or 17 hours a day. That is because I am a slow learner. That is the thing. Okay. So this is the last slide that I wanted to show you. You see that step to success is always starting with a vision. We make a goal, we plan the day, then we execute it, and finally we get the success. So this is the way how you will be staying consistent every day till the exams come to an end. That is our goal right now. After that, we might have other goals like doing PG, getting super specialty, all those things. For everything, for every long-term goal, this is the same step that we should follow. So I hope that everybody will be consistent from this day. So I wish and pray success to everyone who watched this video. Thank you.